If you are thinking of incorporating your business, here is what you need to know. Now, in Canada, you have the choice to be a sole proprietor or an incorporated business. There are definitely big differences. So when you incorporate your business, you create an entity that is considered to be a separate legal and tax entity. And this is really important because let's say you have this business and you incur debt within the business. Because it is a separate legal entity, you as an individual shareholder will not be responsible for the debt of that business. You have a very distinct and clear separation. Let's also say that maybe the corporation gets sued throughout the course of business. Because it is a separate legal entity, you as the shareholder will never be responsible for whatever the damages or results of that lawsuit are. And that really is very attractive for a lot of individuals to go ahead and incorporate their small business to have that very clear different legal and tax entity status. And what we mean from a tax status is that a corporation will file a tax return, which is called a T2. That is its own tax return specific to the corporation. You, as the individual shareholder, you might pay yourself and issue yourself a T4, so from the corporation to yourself as an individual, and that T4 goes onto your personal tax return, which we know as a T1. And so legally and from a tax perspective, a corporation is very separate from you as an individual. Now, think of a sole proprietorship. When you earn income in that business, it is transferred onto your personal tax return, right onto your T1, and you'll have it all in there within that return itself. Done. Now, if you incur any debt as a sole proprietor, it is associated to you as an individual. So regardless of whether or not the business continues or not, the balances of any debt that the business has incurred are yours to pay. Same from a legal perspective. If the business is sued, it is you as an individual who will be responsible for whatever damages or whatever results from that legal situation. And those are just really the high level of why a lot of individuals will incorporate first. And because if you are eligible for the small business deduction, you will get a lower tax rate as a result by comparison to the lowest tax rate as a sole proprietor.